Hey guys, for my video on relationships and ethics in ministry, I wanted to talk about the real meat and potatoes of it. So I wanted to start with being in a position of leading others into living ethically and guiding others into a good, healthy relationship with God comes with a heavy burden. You're held to a higher standard, both ethically and in relational conduct. And I believe excelling in ministry and ethics really boils down to relying fully on the Spirit. I am not strong enough, smart enough, righteous enough, caring enough, or powerful enough to lead a Spirit-filled, successful ministry. And so I must rely on God for all success, for all progress, in all things, right? One of the videos in this course really hit me, and it was Francis Chan explaining how to go about raising someone from the dead, right? And after a few laughs from the crowd, he said, no, seriously, what would you do? How would you go about raising someone from the dead? And short of finding some Spirit-filled prayer warriors to help you call upon God to work a miracle, what else could you in your own power do, right? So it's relying on the Holy Spirit in all things. When I think about this, I imagine even bringing a lost soul to Christ, right? You're talking about physically bringing someone dead in their sins into life eternal. And so, of course, besides knowing God, which is paramount, there's about 4 things I can think of that would assist in this process. One of them being petitioning the master and creator of everything. The second one is coupling with men and women of faith that depend on his power as much as you do. The third one, spending time in his presence to both know his voice and to listen for his guidance and rely on his Holy Spirit to empower you in every footstep would be the fourth one. And that's the only way that we can be successful in furthering his mission here on earth is relying on his Holy Spirit. You can study all day long in your own understanding and preach all day long in your own strength and stamina. Listen and give advice all day long in your own compassion. But to make real gains for his kingdom, we have to come to the end of ourselves. We have to realize that the mission we were given here on this side of eternity is a supernatural one. And we have to rely on the supernatural power that is only found in him to get a W. Thankfully, he gave us a supernatural helper to live inside of us. And the more we realize that he didn't rent out a room in us like a bed and breakfast, but with his blood, he purchased us. He holds the title and the deed. The more we realize we are just the vessel for our resurrected Lord to use, the more of that supernatural strength and power we allow to flow through us and to affect real good and real change in this world, and real change in our lives and the lives of those we're ministering to. I don't have a lot of experience in ministry, and until recent wouldn't consider myself an ethical person. But what progress I have made has been by letting go of the idea that I can study and learn and grow on my own. That it's only through giving up the concept of being enough to affect the change that needs to happen, and knowing and relying on the strength of the Holy Spirit inside of me. I think we have all seen ministries come and grow and fall to the wayside because either they didn't have or lost their connection with the Holy Spirit, with the helper that was there to guide them into all truth and light, and therefore guide those they're ministering to into all truth and light. Thank you for your time.